Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So today there are going to be some payments going out to some Social Security recipients of right around $1,827 on average. We're going to be going over who those payments are going to, as well as the rest of the payment schedule for this month of May. Also, a bill just passed in the Senate that's going to allow Social Security beneficiaries to keep more of their check. We're going to be going over what that bill is, what's in it, as well as some of the rebate checks that are going to be going out. Now, before I go ahead and dive into the main content of today's video, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. And also, if you would like to receive a few free stocks, I will go ahead and leave a link in a pinned comment below where you can receive just that if you're interested. But if you don't want to invest at this point in time, but you want some extra cash, you can always sell the free stocks that you receive and then transfer the money that you receive right back to your bank account. It should be right around $50 or possibly even more. Okay, so diving right into the main content of today's video, as I said just a moment ago, a bill just passed in the state Senate that's going to allow some recipients of Social Security to retain more of their check. That's because in the past couple of years, we've actually seen more states remove the taxation of Social Security benefits. So right now we have around 11 states in total that still tax Social Security benefits at the state level, in addition to the tax that you're already facing possibly at the federal level. So Minnesota is in the process of partially eliminating some of the state tax that's going to be taking place. So according to NPR News, Social Security showdown punctuates Senate tax debate. So the Minnesota Senate passed a plan Tuesday that expands a state tax exemption for Social Security benefits without eliminating the tax after maneuvering around a version of repeal that fell short. The item is just one element of the sprawling tax package, which would also deliver one-time rebates, boost child independent tax credits, send more money to local governments, and bump up property tax relief programs. The bill would prevent the state tax on Social Security income for couples earning $100,000 or less and singles under $78,000, more than current law allows, and at a level that would cover about 3/4 of benefit recipients. So what this bill would do is basically make it so around 75% of the residents of Minnesota, they would no longer have to pay tax on their Social Security benefits. Again, the threshold would be $100,000 for couples, and for single individuals, it would be at $78,000. As for the rebates, the bill would authorize one-time payments of $558 for couples and $279 for individual filers, with $56 for up to 3 dependents, so it would be $56 per dependent, in addition to the $279 checks for individuals or $558 if you file jointly. The rebates are smaller than what Governor Tim Walz proposed and would be subject to income limits, capped at joint filers who make $150,000 or less and singles at $75,000 or less. So if you earn $75,000 as a single filer or less, or $150,000 if you file jointly, then you would be eligible for these stimulus checks or rebates, whatever you want to call them. Again, it's going to be $279 for individuals or $558 for couples. So yes, in 2023, we still have these stimulus checks going out, at least at the state level. At the federal level, not so much, and I really wouldn't expect any more stimulus checks to go out unless we end up in another recession later on this year or perhaps earlier on next year. Then at that point, they could start maybe sending out another round of relief payments. But let me know in the comment section below if you would be on board with a 4th federal stimulus check. Am definitely interested in hearing your thoughts in the comments below. Now, in some other news, today there are going to be some more payments going out to Social Security beneficiaries. Again, that's going to be around $1,827 on average. So who these people are, it's basically going to be going to those if you received Social Security before May of 1997, or if at this point in time you're receiving both Social Security and SSI. So in the second case, if you receive both Social Security and SSI, you would have received your SSI payment on the 1st of the month earlier on in this week, and today you would have received your Social Security payment. So, according to The Sun, billions of Americans are set to receive as much as $4,555 this month as part of their monthly Social Security payments, Again, $4,555 would be the max if you maxed out your earnings throughout your working career and you also waited all the way until the age of 70 to start receiving your benefits. So Social Security payments are sent out based on the recipient's birthday, going out either the second, third, or fourth Wednesday of each month. Those with birthdays that fall between the 1st and 10th of the month will receive their checks on May 10th. So you can see that on the calendar that you see up on the screen. For those born between the 11th and 20th, checks will be deposited on May 17th. And if your birthday falls from the 21st to the 31st, you will get a paycheck on May 24th. And of course, the Social Security payments did increase by 8.7% this year. As far as next year goes, right now, current projections had that anywhere between 3 to 4%. Obviously, this could vastly change quite a bit depending on how the direction that we end up going. We'll have to see whether or not the Fed decides to once again raise interest rates at their meeting this month in May. And again, these payments today, like I said, usually it would be the second, third, and fourth Wednesday of the month. But today, the first Wednesday of the month on the 3rd, it's going to be going to those who have received Social Security before May of 1997, or if you're receiving both Social Security and SSI. Again, in that case, your payment would be on the 3rd for Social Security, and your SSI payment would have been a couple days earlier, back on the 1st of this month. Now, moving into some other news, I think this is a little bit interesting. It's also in relation to Social Security. There was an article posted on CNBC, and it said that 69% of people either failed or barely passed this Social Security quiz. So basically, they had a quiz of around 13 different questions. It was by MassMutual. Just different questions in relation to Social Security, kind of testing the knowledge of Americans between the ages of 55 and 65, the group getting close to retirement at the age of around 66 and a half to 67. So whenever people were asked to take a 13-question quiz on Social Security, it says that most near retirees aged 55 to 65 did not get a passing grade. Yet members of that age cohort still expect the program to be their biggest source of income in retirement. So in a pinned comment below the free stock offer, I'm going to have all the different questions that they list. And then below all that, I'm going to list like the key and answer. So if you want to partake in this and let me know how you did in the comments section below, definitely feel free to do so. Again, I'm going to list the questions at the top. And then below that, I'm going to list all the answers. So you can go through and answer all the questions. And then below that, you can kind of check yourself and see how well you did. So out of the 13 questions, I got 11 of them right. I did miss 2 of them just mistakenly. But a lot of them can trick you out. But for example, like one of the first ones here, in most cases, if I take benefits before my full retirement age, they will be reduced for early filing. Or if I am receiving benefits before my full retirement age and continue to work, my benefits might be reduced based on how much I make. And the third question here, again, there's 13 in total. It asks if I have a spouse, he or she can receive benefits from my record, even if he or she has no individual earnings history. So again, there are 13 questions. I'm going to list them in the pinned comment below. And if you want to partake in this, let me know how you did as far as your passing grade or whatnot, how many of them you got right. Let me know in the comment section below. But that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, I definitely appreciate you. If you enjoyed the content in today's video, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.